morning, just admiring the city skyline of Bologna from the hotel window. I'm here at the Palace Hotel in Bologna, as I said, and I'm about to go down and get some breakfast and then catch a train to Florence.
Okay, well, as I said, I'm in Florence. I'm going to do a little bit of exploring. Seen the sun today for the first time on the trip, day 4, and finally it stopped raining. So I'm going to switch over to the other camera, see what kind of shot that gives me. This is my second stop of the day, the Cathedral of Santa Maria Fiore, at the top of the dome there. And guess what? I got a ticket to get up there. So I'm going to have a look around inside the church, and then 11 o'clock I'm going to head up the steps and see what kind of views I can get from the top. So I'm about to go and join the line for the dome. I've got a ticket for 11 o'clock. Hopefully I can climb right to the top. Here is one of Florence's most famous bridges. It's a medieval stone-arched bridge that spans across the Arno River. There we go, there's a closer look at the Ponte Vecchio, which is Italian for old bridge, I believe. You can see the shops that were originally butchers, they're now jewellers mostly. But just above the shops you can see another arched structure. Inside that is something called the Viewpoint passageway, which connected up a couple of buildings here in Florence, either side of the river, for a very powerful and famous duke in the 16th century. Connected up the town hall, which was his workplace, to his residence, and it would reduce the risk of him being assassinated on his way to work. So I'm now on the bridge, the Ponte Vecchio. See, there's the jewellers. They are all over actually. I'm back at the cathedral. We'll try and get inside the main cathedral now.
it's a huge place. I was up looking over the city from the dome this morning, but I'm actually inside the cathedral now. 500 feet by 300 feet is the size in length and width of the actual cathedral. It's huge, and as I might have said, it's been around since about 1296. That's when they started building it, although it did take about 200 years to complete. Down by the river. I'm about to cross it and head up to the white building up there on top of the hill, right in the centre of the shot there. Well, I definitely made the right call. I've arrived at the highest point I'm going to visit. This is the church that I was zooming into, way down in the city. And here's the views. Wow, look at that. The house of one Galileo Galilei. I believe it's the house he grew up in. There's a plaque on the wall there just to the left of the door. He was born just down the road in Pisa, but spent most of his childhood and I believe adult life here in Florence. So some of the discoveries that Galileo Galilei made was that first of all, he discovered that the surface of the moon wasn't smooth as was thought at the time. It's actually rough with craters. He discovered 4 moons of Jupiter using a telescope that had been invented in the Netherlands. He discovered that a pendulum always swings to and fro in exactly the same amount of time, and that went on to help keep times in clocks. And also the other one that put him out of favour with the church in particular was that he was watching and doing work with Venus and watching how it moved in the sky, and he from that put forward a theory that the Earth travels around the Sun and Venus travels around the Sun, meaning that the Earth wasn't the centre of the universe as was thought at the time. So that was a very controversial thing. There was actually an inquisition about him at the time from the church. He refused to bow down, kept firm with his beliefs, and of course these days the fact that the Earth travels around the Sun is taken for granted, but back in those days it was a very controversial idea.